Hey guys, it is Crochet, and sorry about my phone. Okay, so it's been a while since I've done a WIP vlog, so this will be my number 2 WIP vlog. I'm only going to show newer WIPs. I will not do any repeats on like WIPs that I have not finished yet, like the Karen Simply Soft Modeled beanie I was working on. I still need to finish that or get back to that soon. Totally forgot about that beanie. And there's actually some older, way older WIPs that I've not shown you guys. So I think I'm going to show you guys only 4 in this video. And I'm going to do from the oldest to the newest WIPs. So my hair is a little bit nicer this time. I don't think you guys ever saw me with straight hair. I straightened my hair for Christmas. And let me tell you guys, when I was in college and in med school, I religiously, and I know it's really bad, but religiously straightened my hair almost every day, except on weekends, of course, or if I didn't have class or I wasn't going to go out that day. But I was really bad with the straightener and my hair. And so I try not to straighten my hair as often now. So that's why when you see my videos, most of the time my hair is unfortunately in its natural form. I hate my natural hair, in my opinion. But I love when my hair is straight. I love straight hair. So I'm really happy that I look a little bit nicer in this video. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try and straighten my hair more often when I do these videos. Who knows? But anyways, back to the WIPs. So I'm going to show you first. I think out of the 4, no, actually, I was working on a backpack. So this is the oldest one out of the 4. And I totally forgot about it when I saw it. Because they're both, the temperature blanket and this backpack are both in the same container. And I totally forgot about this. So it's like half completed. So here's the bottom of the backpack. And I used 3 different, well, not different yarn brands, but 3 different colors. So this is all so far Lily, Sugar, and Cream yarns. I don't know the name of this variegated one, but since I was going with this, I did do the bottom hot pink and then the border white. And I wanted to try the diamond design. I will put a link to this. Now, this is from Sirin's Crochet, but it's not a backpack. It's actually like a typical tote bag / grocery bag, but it has this diamond design on it. So I wanted to use that same diamond design for this backpack and see how it comes out. And because there's so many holes in this design, I'm thinking of trying to add a liner to it as well. And because my sewing skills are not that great right now. I mean, when it comes to using the sewing machine. So I think what I'm going to do is hand sew the liner and see if I can figure out how that's going to work. But yeah, so far it's only halfway. This is definitely one of the projects I want to complete before, because this is what I'm noticing as a crocheter, and I'm sure you guys also do the same thing, is that I start a project and then I don't finish it, and then there's another project I want to do and I completely forget my other older projects and they're just sitting there. So my goal for January, after I complete, because I will show you this other WIP at the end, but after I complete that particular WIP, I'm definitely going to go back to all of my older crochet projects first and complete those before I continue on with newer projects. So yeah, that's the first WIP. And the next WIP, now I started this temperature blanket September, but then of course I had a bump in the road where I was running out of, as you guys saw in my earlier haul videos with the Karen Simply Soft yarns, I couldn't find a discontinued it wasn't Kelly Green, but they just called it green, and it was discontinued, so I had to find a different similar type of acrylic yarn with a similar color for my temperature blanket. And thankfully I found Eversoft from Premier, and it's the celery color. So, but ever since I bought the celery color, I have not went back to my temperature blanket, because at the time, because you know it was close to the holidays, I was like, I need to get on with these beanies. So I focused more on the beanies, and this is definitely one of the top projects I want to complete next year, is this 2022 temperature blanket that my mom asked me to do for her. She wanted me to make her a blanket. And to be honest, I think I'm still on February. I completed January for sure. And I hope I remember which end I started. Oh, okay. So this is how it looks so far. Let me see if I can back up a little bit. So the white part here is the beginning, because when I complete it, I want the whole border to be white. So that's the border. And then, but you know what I should have done first is not do the white. I should have done the white at the end. So that's the only thing I wish I could have done differently. But for now, I'm just going to leave it. So the colors that I picked for my temperature blanket. So the green is, I believe, I think it's not, is it? No. I think the green is the 80s. Yeah. Green is the 80s, because the 90s is going to be the yellow, which I haven't reached yet. Actually, I was so curious when I was going to reach yellow finally. I think it's like April 2022. So I still got another like month and a half to finish before I get to yellow. And then the blues, I believe, are 70s. And then the purple is 60s. And then the dark blue is 50s and down, which we get 50s here in Florida, but like when it comes to 40s and 30s and so forth, that's like very rare. So I rather have 50s and down be one color. And those are my colors, and I really like how it's coming out. So this is the end right here so far. That's somewhere in February, but I really like the colors that I chose for this. And I can't wait to complete it. And it's really long. My mom wanted a really big blanket, and besides, I wanted a big blanket that will fit all of us. So I made sure that it's able to cover me all the way. So whenever I want to use it or borrow it, because I think we're going to have this blanket in the living room because my mom likes to take naps there. So it would be nice to just borrow this sometimes. But I'm definitely going to be making my own temperature blanket. I definitely want to do my birth year, 1989. So that's going to be really unique. But of course I gotta finish this one. And if you guys are curious, I did 250 chains. So that's how wide the blanket is. And I think that's a pretty good width for like an adult that's on the larger size. Now, if you're like an average size, I definitely don't recommend like 250, maybe like 150 to 200 ish. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, that is the temperature blanket so far. And I got a long way to go, guys. Long way to go. So the next one I'm going to show you is that crochet, Mary Maxim crochet, what is it? Club of the month. You guys know what I mean. To be honest, okay, I love the yarn. I love the colors in this yarn. I love the texture and how soft it is. But the pattern itself for this cowl, now this is how far it's not that impressive how far I got. I stopped because I'm not really into this pattern. First off, I don't like, now where's that part? So this part here, you don't connect directly side to side the chain. You have to go above it. So it has this little hump here where the start is, and that bugs the crap out of me, in my opinion. I wish that it was just, you connect the chain together side to side and then continue, you know, chain up, continue, and so forth. I mean, the pattern's unique. It's not like a bad pattern. I would just do this part differently, and I don't know. I just stopped because, I mean, I like how it's looking though, like how the colors come together, but I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna complete it, of course, but it's definitely not a pattern I would use again, in my opinion, or maybe I would have to alter it myself to make it look better to me. But that's the second, no wait, oh, I had 5 WIPs. Okay, so there's 5 WIPs in this video. That's a third WIP. So the next one, actually, I should have showed you this one before that one, but that one was closest to me. So this one I really want to go back to soon. This is the Halloween Dahlia. No, not Dahlia, but Universe Halloween. And I'm making a shawl. This is my first shawl. And I'm using, I believe, a 2.75. Now, this is a Hobbii pattern, which I will also post in the description box if you guys want to look at it yourself and try the pattern. It's a beautiful pattern. I'm really, really loving it. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't undo. Okay, I think that's okay. So this is the, what is it? Dark Matter. Unfortunately, this is sold out. All of those Universe Halloween yarns. Not the sock yarn. The sock yarn they still have, but the Universe Halloween, they still, I mean, it's sold out. And then when it comes to the Universe XL, wait. One of them, they still have one colorway left, but I don't remember if it was the XL or if it was the regular Universe. But anyways, so this is how far I've come, and let me give you a closer look. How beautiful the glitter looks, the orange glitter. It is so gorgeous. I wanted to complete this before I went to New Orleans, but because I had those beanies to work on, it wasn't gonna happen. So I can't wait to finish this because I love how it's coming out. It's so beautiful, guys. Ugh, I love it. And I'm so glad I bought 3. Yeah, I have, and I will be doing a video on my craft room for you guys, so you guys can see more of my yarns, where I put the rest of my yarns, or try to put the rest of my yarns. And I do have a plastic container that I finally got to put all the yarns that I plan to use for only beanies. So that's pretty much full, but right now, like my shelf, since I'm not working on beanies right now, I took all of those beanie yarns out, put it in the plastic container, and I'm putting up yarns that I want to try out. Like socks. I have not made a pair of socks yet. There's some cakes that I want to try and so forth, but I will be doing a video of that soon. But anyway, so that is the 4th WIP. And I can't wait to get back to this one. It's so gorgeous. Okay, so the last WIP of this video. I started this a week before Christmas. This was actually supposed to be one of my mom's Christmas gifts. And it was actually the very last one I was trying to finish up. But I could not finish it on time. So I didn't stress myself out and push myself. So I decided my due date goal now is before New Year's, or like by Friday, the latest, hopefully. If not by Friday, maybe on New Year's Eve, but definitely before New Year's, before 2023, I want to complete this. So it is one of the Halloween yarns as well. Now shoot. I hope it didn't fall. So this is the Dahlia Halloween yarn. This is the Freaky Nightmare, and that's how much I have left. And it is coming out so pretty, guys. I'm making my mom a top from this. It's from one of Sirin Crochet's pattern. And I used a 3.5 mm on this, but she recommends next time to use a 3 mm. So I did buy a 3 mm from Amazon, which I will be getting sometime this week. Okay, come on. And let me tell you guys, like, I was kind of worried that I wasn't going to be able to follow this, because when it comes to larger projects, I noticed in the beginning when I started crochet, I was very ambitious, and when I tried to do larger projects, I would stop because I just got so confused. But since I've been crocheting a lot more than before, I'm definitely happy that this Sirin's crochet pattern is something that you can easily remember how each row goes, and the counting is so much easier, and you already know how many like counts it should be. You know, you'll see when I show it to you. I just want to make sure. Okay, good. So this is how it's looking so far. So I started from the yellow and it's going into the pink. So this is the top part, of course, is the yoke. And then the front and back will continue, but on the sleeves here, it's stopped. And then this is where it continues again. So this is where the arm will come out. And I am really loving it. But this is a large. She wears a medium, but I decided just to stick with large just in case. Because this is 100% cotton. So, you guys know when you wash cotton and you dry it, it gets smaller. So to me, it's just better to play it safe and just make it a large. So when she does wash and dry it, hopefully it will shrink just a little bit, enough to be form-fitting for her. So just by looking at this part here, the neck part, I mean, it fits, like, I can see this size good for me. But because she's petite, she's 4'11", I'm kind of worried that it's gonna go down her shoulders are gonna be exposed. So I don't know. Hopefully the heat will shrink it just a little bit. But yes, this is what I'm currently working on. I really want to finish this, and let me show you a close-up of the color detail here. Hopefully you guys can see that. So like I said, what I find interesting with this colorway cake, because usually I'm used to variegated yarns that just the dye change, like the color just changes on its own. But with this particular yarn, because it's 4 strands, I notice like they take out one color and then put a different one. And then, like for instance, with the orange and pink, like they'll take one orange out of the 4, put a pink in, and then you crochet, and then they take out another one. So it's in 2 pinks, 2 orange. You crochet, and then they take another one out. It's 3 pinks to 1 orange. So it's really unique how they do the color changing in this particular yarn, which I'm loving how it's looking. So I can't wait to see in its entirety. Now the pattern does call for more than 1,000 yards, and this Dahlia Halloween is like 800 something. So I'm really happy that I did buy a second, or I do have a second of this Freaky Nightmare, which I do need to find. It's somewhere in my craft room. So, but I still have a long way till I get to the second ball. So I would like to make the same pattern for myself, but it's better to start off with someone smaller so you can figure out how the pattern works and so forth. But I'm thinking, it makes me want to buy more of those Dahlia yarns, but I don't, there's only like 2 or 3 colorways that I like from the Dahlia Halloween, and it's only $10 right now. So it's like, and I did 2 purchases from Hobbii, and then I just did a purchase today from Ershner's, because I decided if I'm going to purchase yarn, I want to purchase yarn that I have not purchased from a store that I have not done a haul for. So I did my first Ershner's purchase today. I do want to order from Lovecrafts. I have ordered from them in the past, but they used to be called Love Crochet back when I started crochet, but now it's just Lovecrafts because they do scrapbooking and these other crafts now, which I like because I do scrapbook as well. Because I was having a hard time, like, maybe should I do both or should I just stick with yarn? But I'm like, nah, let me just stick with yarn. I have too much paper crafting stuff. But they have really good yarn that's on sale right now, and I don't know, I'm still on the fence about that. Excuse me. Let me drink my coffee here. Woo! So, yeah. I got a lot of yarn coming my way. I definitely know I probably won't receive most of them till next week because, you know, the holidays and stuff. So, looking forward to next week with all of those purchases. Well, actually, I did order some yarn from Amazon, so that will be coming this week. But I won't be able to do it till Saturday because they're all coming on different days. And I think I'm supposed to get my crochet club of the month sometime this week as well. But you'll see. But yeah, the next video I'm going to try and do is that beanie tutorial. So that's pretty much it for my WIP vlog. I hope you guys liked my WIPs, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.